Randy and Kent in full makeup, looking good. You guys, you look good.
We have a face for radio.
Let me start with the most ridiculous question. How long does it take to do all of this stuff to get yourself in game mode?
I think it depends on if we're strapped for time, you know. Like, if we're super strapped for time, I could probably do it in 20, 30 minutes. Realistically, it'd be like an hour.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the longer that I can sit in front of the mirror, the better.
I find in this moment, for me, you know, when bands build a live show, they tend to build a show, like the entire thing a show. I almost feel like every song is a build. Like every song is thematic, and I don't even know how the hell you conceptualize that, much less pull it off.
Well, every song is written with the visual in mind. In the studio, are we seeing that? You can almost see it as you're writing it. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it that way from the top, or was it the bigger, more visualized, the more visual your show became, the more you wrote that way?
Well, I think that once we saw the reaction from more theatrics and just putting a story visually to the music, that you almost can't go backwards. You just automatically go, oh my God, we have the whole picture. You know, each scene is almost, if you took a picture of each scene, that would be a great picture, you know?
I think it's kind of like the makeup, too, you know? Like, we were talking earlier off camera, like, you know, started with eyeliner.
Yeah.
Over the years, now we're here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pretty soon, who knows? It's going to be full body paint. I don't know.
Do you ever look at it like a character, like getting into character, and
Oh,
does
yeah.
that help in a way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We're just kind of nerds. We love heavy metal and horror
Yeah.
movies, and you sort of start putting the makeup on and start getting into that feel, and the show's approaching, and you start getting into your character a little more, and by the time it's showtime, it's just a completely different person.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we're done, we're like, so what do you want to eat? Oh, I don't know. Let's go get something to eat.
I just want to know if you go through the Taco Bell, you know, with all your gear still on, because that would be.
We've gone to, I think, like 7-Elevens before in full makeup, and like little gas stations, and people are just, you know, their eyes are huge, just staring at you.
It's scary when they don't react. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm scared of you, actually.
So I think one of the things that can get lost, and thankfully I've seen in this moment now, this will be the 7th time for me coming up, the music doesn't get lost in the visuals. But when the visuals get big enough, sometimes it can get lost. It can be secondary.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that falls, I would think, even more on you guys than Maria to some degree, because, you know, you're supplying the music.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, with our last single, The In-Between, it was the last kind of infamous song that, like, the album was done and they wanted one more song, and we were on the road, and I had my laptop, and we started writing that in hotels. So it really, at the core, it's always about just a nice melody with a nice vocal line over top. And this is before heavy guitars, before drums, before visuals, before anything. You need the core of a really hooky, catchy song. So, you know, that is always at the forefront. But then it just, once you have that, then everything just starts to take shape and form.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really cool to watch. Yeah. And then see where it goes. I mean, we had a Grammy nomination for that song, and you just sit there like, wow, we literally wrote that in a hotel room somewhere. It's crazy.
And forgive me if I don't know this, if it's already happened, but the band's perfectly suited to like have its own comic book and all that kind of stuff. Have there been people constantly approaching with those ideas?
Oh, yeah. Comic books, tarot cards, you know.
Never thought of that.
There is a comic book in the works.
Yeah.
I think they started it, and then the pandemic hit, and there was a lot of problems with printing and things like that. So there is something out there that exists. It's written, it's drawn out. I think they just need to finalize it or something.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Something's happening.
something's happening there. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's cool when you have visuals. You know, like the merch. It just kind of makes itself. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're a visual species. I mean, humans react more to vision than even sound, which sounds weird because I'm in radio and you're in a band.
Yeah, the band struggled until the visuals in the show started becoming something different, and
makes people take notice, you know.
Yeah, it's like, what in the hell is going on up there? We just started using pyro recently, and for some of these shows. I don't think we'll have it today, but you know, you go into that show with pyro, you won already.
Yeah. Yeah. We always want more, you know. More. Now we're at the point where like we want pyro at every show.
Yeah, never satisfied. Maria's always just, I mean, her vision was huge to begin with, but you know, we're not even close to being there yet. So still going.
And I always mean this with the most respect in the world, because obviously she can sing and you guys can play. But it's almost like she's an actress when she's out on stage. I mean, it goes. This isn't just somebody fitting into the visual. Like, it goes beyond that.
No, it's a play at this point.
Yeah.
It's a big show with a lot of people, and it's growing, and it's taking on its life of its own. And we're very, very grateful to be here and be able to do this, and we're having a blast.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, we thank you for being here. What's it like being out on any kind of festival, whether it's a one-off like this or routing around to a bunch of them with a bunch of other bands? How do they react to you?
Oh, well, the best part is, you know, it's a big family. We know a lot of these people from the years of grinding it out, and you used to see a lot of your buddies and stuff. And
yeah, I think that's one of the coolest parts. You get to see all your buddies that you've met, you know, you've done all these tours with before. Now it's like all of them are here. And you get to meet new people, you know, see new bands, and
we like bands, and then suddenly there they are right in front of us. We're like, oh, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thank you for your time. It's appreciated.
Sir, I appreciate
thank you,
man.
Thank you.
All the best.